Haven, what's up, man? How y'all doing? I hope everyone is well. I hope all is well. I hope you're in a wonderful, magnificent mood and had a wonderful, magnificent rotation. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't gonna go up, but I said I was. I was thinking about it. I saw a comment in the community tab from Corey. Shout out to Corey. If it wasn't for him, we would not be getting this video uploaded. Anyhow, I don't know. I'm a little restless. Like, I want to lay down. So don't mind me. I do want to lay down. However, full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Any and everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. Viewer discretion is advised. Please do your own homework and research for proper discernment. Pardon. If you've been here from the beginning, I'll send you abundance, balance, harmony, love, prosperity, strength, unity, including authenticity. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you're notified when we go up. Anyone and everyone who has ever sown to see me, it will be returned 100-fold as Most High using you as a divine vessel to divinely support yours truly, because all about divine support. I just want to say, grace, gratitude, thanks. Peace and prosperity to you and yours. It never goes unnoticed. It really does help the foundation, the channel, and my well-being. If you don't know, now you know. However, if you would like to do the same, links are in the video description, or you can check the About tab on the channel. Other than that, this is part 2 to the previous upload. What was it? Informational and intuitive videos or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, this is part 2. Haven, let's get, let's get it. Grace, gratitude, thanks for all of you guys who rock out with me. Anyhow, hold on, before we get the ball rolling. Y'all know we got this event coming up December 1st, man. Feel free to donate. You're not obligated, but definitely feel free to donate. Anyhow, roll the tape, man. Roll the tape.
Natasawis David Nis Kawankwatash Vanderhoop Aquanaat Wampanaak No. My name David Two Arrows Vanderhoop Aquina Wampanoag Elder from the island of Nompi, founder of Sassafras Earth Education along with my wife Saskia Vanderhoop. I want to share with you 10 truths about the American Thanksgiving holiday and the United States origin story to bust the pervasive and harmful myths around it. In our home, we do not celebrate Thanksgiving. We call it the ungrateful taking. Truth number 1, acknowledging indigenous territory, aka our history does not start in 1621. We begin these 10 truths by acknowledging the indigenous territories and people of Turtle Island, a continent of villages, nations, and alliances between these nations. I acknowledge the Wampanoag territory of Nompi, where I live. My people, the Wampanoags, have lived here for some 15,000 years. We have rich cultural, scientific, and spiritual practices, and for thousands of years we thrived in regenerative living. If you are not an indigenous Turtle Islander, you live on stolen land. 98% is stolen. Truth number 2, Turtle Island was not an untouched wilderness. Pre-invasion, this land was a landscape of food forests, game parks, agricultural and aquacultural areas as a result of thousands of years of cultivating the land as stewards and mentoring generations in true reciprocal relationship with our mother, the earth. She took care of us and we took care of her. Turtle Island consisted of town and village sites, networks of roads and waterways, complex governments, advanced trading networks, and sophisticated relationship networks, both inside and between nations. Truth number 3. Pilgrims were not the first Europeans that we endured. Since the early 1500s, slavers raided our coastal villages. The Wampanoag people were well aware of the horrors these people were capable of and the threat they posed. When we noticed the Pilgrims were suffering through the winter, we helped them, as is our custom. We showed them how to live here. History tells us the story of how we were repaid for giving a hand. Pilgrims appeared to be fundamentalists and terrorists. Truth number 4. We were never friends. A friendly dinner with the Pilgrims is a deceitful representation of our relationship with white people. What actually happened is that the Pilgrims had a feast among themselves, celebrating the first successful harvest, shooting guns and cannons into the air. In response to that gunfire, Massasoit Usamiquin and 90 of his warriors made their way to the settlement in full warrior mode. Our people realized what was going on and remained suspicious. We set up camp a distance to keep an eye on the partying Pilgrims. In that contrived dinner imagery, we are portrayed in stereotypical ways as submissive and consenting, nameless creatures. This type of portrayal also trivializes our central role in American history. The Wampanoag alliance that was formed with the Pilgrims was violated. 16 years after this alleged friendly dinner, extensive massacres swept our area. United States history is jammed with violated and broken treaties. Truth number 5. The original Thanksgiving days were post-massacre feasts.
Yo, look, I know it's not synced up with the audio, but still good to listen.
Thanksgiving Day celebrations in the 16 and 1700s were proclaimed after each successful massacre. One of the earliest was in 1637, after the Pequot Massacre. Thanksgiving Day was proclaimed by the governor of the Massachusetts Bay Colony to thank their Almighty God after 700 men, women, children, and elders were clubbed to death, hewed to pieces, and burned alive. Truth number 6. Our current Thanksgiving holiday is a political construct. This holiday was not celebrated continuously for 400 years. In 1863, more than 200 years after the alleged dinner, President Lincoln issued a national day of Thanksgiving to unite a divided country after the Civil War. Much later, the U.S. government would consolidate the narrative of a harmonious Pilgrim Wampanoag feast, aka we have native friends. Truth number 7. The doctrine of discovery was conveniently made up in 1493, a year after the infamous first terrorist attack led by Mr. C. The doctrine of discovery is a spiritual, political, and legal justification for Christian European explorers' claims to land and waterways they allegedly discovered. It was created in Spain to promote Christian domination and white superiority and applied in Africa, Asia, Australia, New Zealand, and the Americas. Truth number 8. The American Holocaust is the largest in world history, killing 175 million indigenous people. 175 million indigenous people. The American Holocaust occurred between 1492 through 1900. It is the most sustained and largest Holocaust the world has ever seen, taking an incomprehensible amount of 175 million lives.
It's out of pocket.
The ongoing effects of the American Holocaust are the legacy of colonialism and contemporary institutionalized racism. Indigenous people are at the peak of every adverse statistic today. Truth number 9. The ungrateful taking holiday is a day of mourning for many indigenous people. PTSD kicks in each time an educated native like me hears or sees this false imagery, encounters an inflatable pilgrim, or someone says, "Happy Thanksgiving."
Man. Let me not talk too much, but man.
I too grew up celebrating this holiday with my family. Later in life, I realized that this is a day of mourning for me. My youngest daughter requested a name change. We now call it the ungrateful taking. The new name represents a statement that we no longer go along. We request change. Truth number 10. We are still here. Indigenous people have persisted in the face of the most enduring and massive genocide on Earth. The genocide was created by design, and the inflictions continue today. And we are a strong people that will be here. You can support Indigenous people by bringing the truth to your dinner table.
They would hang a foot on the fence or a door with this pattern. And this pattern is called a monkey wrench. And it said to the slaves, "Get your belongings together. We'll be going out with the conductor soon." They would leave that up for a little while, and then they would take it down a few days maybe, and they'd put this one up. This one is called the drunkard's path. It said, "We will follow the drunkard's path. It will make it difficult for slave catchers to catch us." And also slaves believed that evil spirits traveled in a straight line. This is the bear's paw. We will follow bear tracks. You will find food, berries, honey, and maybe a place to stay during the day, except bear caves you wouldn't want to stay in.
So about 2 weeks ago, I created a video about the air quality.
So she was explaining something along the lines of during slavery times, during the quote-unquote holidays, they would use these quilts for symbology of what's going on during that rotation or so. I'm not entirely sure because Conscious Juice uploaded it and explained it in the caption. He didn't explain it in the video, like he didn't do a breakdown. So yeah, that's, you know what? I'm gonna do my due diligence for you guys and read it right now. Let's go check it out. 1 second, bear with me. I am a little restless. I want to lay down. I'm probably gonna lay down right after I upload this video. I might not be watching with you guys. Not sure. Conscious juice. Okay. Let's read it. Thanksgiving was really about a group of people who don't know where they come from or belong to being brought over here by reptiles to take over our land by committing mass genocides, burning our libraries filled with knowledge, hiding our jewelry and artifacts, as well as shooting off their noses so we wouldn't be able to tell that they're carbonated beings, and much more. Now the tides have turned, and now they're being removed off our earth little by little, as well as in masses. Next year, this time, will be a very different story. Let's get this shift. Shout out Conscious Juice. Let's get it. See, I was kind of off. Whatever. It's good. It's good. I thought. You feel me? Let's get it.
In New Delhi, and how I was very poor and that I was very concerned. Here goes the sirens. Well, something is going on in New Delhi because nobody can breathe over there. Everybody's having sore throats. Everybody's having headaches. They had to shut down schools and non-essential construction companies working out here.
Speaking of which, I've noticed the fog, the mist in the air. It's funny. It's not. That's why I've been upset. Like, I be having to run outside and go run errands because, you know, I don't have the support to bring me here, bring me there, things like that. When it can be done, but it will not be done if you get the, you feel me? So anyhow, kind of upset, like, damn, like, I gotta go walk and breathe this stuff in, things like that. I've definitely noticed that over here too in New York. Fog, the mist is off. Don't do it. I'm telling you. Stay indoors if you see it's foggy and misty.
What does that mean? But check this video out.
India's capital has introduced stricter anti-pollution controls to combat a spike in toxic smog. Authorities in Delhi have closed all primary schools and banned non-essential construction after air pollution rose to more than 50 times the safe limit, which is recommended by the World Health Organization.
For locals, just trying to go about day-to-day life in the dense haze is difficult.
I feel irritation in my eyes. I just came from my home. My eyes are burning and I'll have to wash them. I'm also finding it difficult to breathe.
Officials in Delhi have announced measures to protect the vulnerable and clear the air. All primary schools have been ordered to close, with young children especially susceptible to air pollution. Trucks like this one are also roaming the streets, spraying water to try and keep down the smog, while non-essential construction work has been banned. But experts say these are all just stopgap measures for one of India's most pressing problems. Studies blame air pollution for more than 1.5 million premature deaths.
I mean, did you take a look at the air quality? Very poor. But did you hear that astronomical number? 1.5 million a year? I see why it's hush-hush. But y'all see what's going on in the world, y'all, man. Y'all see what's going on in the world. And towards the end of the video, this is what they showed up in the sky right there. Y'all know what that is. Y'all know what that... Hey, it's pressing them. Associated Press. It's pressing them. All right? The lie is over. Because it was the new lie. The new lie that was created. New Del lie. New the lie, right? So the lie is over. So now they're getting pressed. You get what I'm saying? And if you don't know what this is, y'all better recognize. The Associated Press is here, y'all. I be telling y'all, let's continue to get this shift. Peace in.
Oh my God.
Something in the mist! Something in the mist!
Dan.
Took John Lee!
Dan, catch your breath.
Something in the mist took John Lee, and I could hear him screaming. Shut the doors! Shut the doors, my God!
Very important.
Alright, so here we go. What is Tartary? First you gotta understand, at first it was just Atlantis, you feel me? But see what happened was, the realm got attacked. After Atlantis, we fell down into all these other tribes and civilizations, and that was Tartaria. The Mississippians, Egypt, all them was tribes and civilizations of us after Atlantis. And Tartaria was in Russia. Real talk. Matter of fact, the Tartarians built the Great Wall of China. That's why it's even a wonder of the world, man. Tartaria was a group of us that stayed in modern day Russia. After Atlantis, we fell off into all these other tribes and civilizations. And your Atlanteans are your modern day aboriginals around the entire planet. That's why our history got erased and all that other shit.
Right.
Like, nigga, you know the type of shit you could do, man. You wonder why your history got erased. You see shit like that, man. This shit right here, this right here was like Egypt, the Mayans and all that shit. Real talk, bro. As a matter of fact, when you think of the Tartarians and all that other shit, bro, picture stuff like this, bro. Picture stuff like this. Real talk. And the Tartarians had magic and all that shit. They were using magic and shit to defend their civilization. Real talk.
I think that the truth about aliens and UFOs and the rabbit hole that goes down is a massive thing in this world. You just wait until you hear about the truth about how all these celebrities in this world have been fooling your asses. We are finally in a time where the truth is going to come out about these celebrities. Like, I mean, the real truth. We're in the age of Aquarius. And I'm not just talking about what celebrities are getting exposed for being at Jeffrey Epstein Island or being at a P. Diddy party. You know, I'm not talking about that truth. I'm talking about how these celebrities aren't real. Like this year especially, people are starting to notice how a lot of these celebrities that are, you know, on the older side, like in their 50s or late 40s, are starting to look younger. And people are thinking it's it's this, it's that, it's Botox, it's not. No, you got to understand that they just recycled the same celebrities out. They also, you could say, cloning in a way. They just have a number of the same celebrities. Or they will get another celebrity to dress up as that celebrity, to play that role. Like, the truth is going to definitely come out soon about how these celebrities are made in labs. A lot of them are made in labs. And then the truth is going to also come out about how these celebrities have to play another celebrity role because it's for a humiliation ritual. They have to be goofy. They have to be clowns. They're puppets. The truth is also going to come out about the transhumanism agenda to do with these celebrities. That, you know, there's been celebrities that have been promoting these Tesla robots because they want people to either get them or be so obsessed with robots because that's what the future is looking like in this system. You know, the system that they want, it is AI, it is robots, it is all that shit. A lot of these celebrities, they love to promote transhumanism because they are part of the transhumanism agenda. They are inverts. A lot of these celebrities in Hollywood, these puppets, these clowns in the circus show are not the gender that they portray themselves to be. You know, a lot of the major celebrities like Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, they are the opposite. It is all in reverse. That's what Hollywood is about. They do everything in reverse. It goes against nature. And I'm telling you, when this truth comes out, it's going to be a bigger shock than aliens and UFOs. Because people are so attached to Hollywood and these puppets. They just look at the gender. They're like, yeah, that's a female when it's actually a male. Oh, that's a male when it's actually a female. This is how the world works. This is the circus show that we live in, this system.
This movie is telling some truth.
Hold on now. I want to piggyback off that because I was having a debate recently with one of my associates, and we was talking about pretty much a big time streamer. I'm not gonna mention the name on here. Anyhow, the big time streamer, right? He's like you and I, me and you. However, he's made rapid success and rise over the years pretty fast. However, my thing was, you got all these quote unquote celebrities coming around for what? Is it because they know that the masses, majority of the folks watch this big time streamer, so they are using him to bring in the consumers for his content and energy harvest? Because, you know, Hollywood's Falling Stars, XYZ, The Shift, all of the stuff. You know how it goes. everything is coming to the light. So they're doing their best to keep people distracted while harvesting energy. That was my debate during this conversation. And you know, some people don't see, or how I want to say it. Some people don't. I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. Like, I'm not even trying to say it in a malicious way. Like, it's more so like some people can't see past the veil, or some people may think it's far-fetched to the point where you're whacked out of your mind or something. However, we know that everything is not what it seems on the surface. So that was my debate. My debate was just like, you know, I don't give my energy to any of this stuff. One, two, I've been sitting here trying to think and analyze why is that like that. And that was my conclusion. Maybe, just maybe, it's an energy harvesting thing because a lot of the people support the streamer. So let's use this streamer to energy harvest. And it's not even like a regular stream anymore. Like now it's like a whole production set, like a show or something. So whatever. Anyhow, let's keep rolling. I personally don't really care about it, but I know some people still caught up in the media and in Hollywood, XYZ. So that was the debate. That was the conversation I was having with one of my associates, and I felt like I should share it with you after seeing that video. Let's get it though.
Check this out.
Your daddy. I'm kidding. I go by Balthazar. I sometimes do work for the man upstairs. What could God want with me? You've been chosen to defend the earth against the Archangel Michael and his legion of demons.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna say something that remind me of one of...
No, you heard that? Because most people who have done little to no work and doing the research as far as spirituality and metaphysics, things like that, Archangel Michael is not benevolent. You know what I'm saying? You already said his legion of, yeah, right. He's like the creator of some type of matrix or something there. It's a little rusty, but he's not benevolent at all. I think he's like the creator of the time matrix or something. Like he plays a big part in this system that we under, even on a metaphysical scale. So yeah, let's keep going though.
My post about the Tesla car that could see spirit.
Research.
And they're just standing there in the cemetery like they have nowhere to go. Listen to what he says.
All right. Even if it weren't true, you ever did something that you wish you could take back? Something that haunts you at night to this very day? Maybe he sent me here because the Almighty wants you to find inner peace. What would I have to do? The Archangel Michael has closed the gates of hell, and those lost souls are trapped here. He's using them to build an army to rule over the living. If he is defeated, then the gates of hell can reopen, and those lost souls can be sent to where they belong. What if I can't do it? Well, then it's the end of mankind as we know it.
I find it hilarious when people are in religion, but yet they look down on people who practice voodoo or hoodoo, not knowing that that is the original culture of the copper color race, the original people. So as I've been explaining in my series about the sun being God, I told y'all how religion takes text from different mythology and ancient spiritual practices. Hoodoo is no different. You can see a clear example of this in the Book of Psalms. Proverbs too. So today I'm going to show y'all how to use the Book of Psalms to your benefit. If you don't agree, if you're skeptical, if you're scared, Go ahead and keep scrolling. Before I give y'all the scriptures and how you can use these to your advantage, let me let y'all know the history real quick. You know how nothing is new under the sun? Well, that includes magic. We use magic every single day and we don't realize it. As I've been explaining to y'all in my etymology series, words are powerful. They are magical. They are spells, hence spelling. Writing is also powerful. Cursive, curse. When Christianity came about, that is when magic was made taboo, which really doesn't make sense because everything they described about Jesus in the Bible was magic. And if y'all really want me to keep it a buck, no religion can be done without magic. How else are you going to interact with a God that you cannot see, or exorcise evil spirits, or transmute the godlike energy within us? I know I gotta make it make sense. So the definition of magic from the late 14th century: art of influencing or predicting events and producing marvels using hidden natural forces. Also supernatural art, especially the art of controlling the actions of spiritual or superhuman beings. So with that being said, once Christianity came about and magic was basically shunned, the slaves had to get creative. Since they were forced to read the Bible, they had to use what was given to them. That is when they discovered the power of the book of Psalms. So now let me show you how to use this to your benefit daily. Psalms 147 for emotional healing and fortification. Gossiping about you, slandering your name? Psalms 146. You feeling like you need security and some comfort? Psalms 81 and 142. So when you want to add a little razzle dazzle, you need to add a little candle magic to it too. I moved myself out the way so you guys can screenshot this, but I'll just read a few of them. Psalms 1, for normal timely delivery, prepare a red candle to attract. Psalms 2, when confronted with a storm of the sea, prepare a purple candle to repel. Psalms 3, for a severe headache or backache, prepare a blue candle to attract. I'm going to jump around. Psalms 10, to remove evil or restless spirits, prepare a purple candle to repel. Psalms 15, to overcome depression, prepare a purple candle to repel. Psalm 16, to be happy, prepare a red candle to attract. There's duality in all things. That includes magic. So don't let anybody tell you that it's evil. It's literally how this matrix operates. Ma-trix, the tricks of the matrix, magic. You have questions about any of these spells, need me to go further in depth, please let me know. I love you all. Peace, love, and light. Thank you for watching.
Has the water not been a portal? Can you come through the waters of your mother's portal? Water is the original gateway. It's literally the ultimate transporter of life and energy. But what makes you think it's any different for what they consider aliens? If you copper color like me, then you better know what they consider you. Water has always been the bridge between dimensions, as well as the unknown and the unseen. Since we asking questions, what exactly did y'all think octopus were? Or octopi, however you say it. You just thought they was regular sea creatures too? I don't know how, because they've been given alien prototype from the jump. They got blue blood, y'all. It's copper-based hemocyanin, which means they conduct an energy on a whole nother level. They got 3 hearts, regenerate their limbs, have shape-shifting abilities, and intelligence that's borderline supernatural. They don't belong here either, and that's the point. Octopus has always been the proof. They're like the ocean's cosmic ambassadors, if you want to call them that. They actually show us what life could look like if we didn't follow Earth's basic biology. Now, if that's not screaming extraterrestrial origins, I don't know what is. I mean, we could take it a step further and talk about the dolphin. Now, what reason do y'all think it's illegal to communicate with them? These beings operate on a higher frequency, communicate through echolocation, and navigate them waters as if they have Google Maps for the...
Them dolphins, don't get me started on that topic. I'm gonna let her rap. Let me run a little bit.
Octopus has always been the proof. They're like the ocean's cosmic ambassadors, if you want to call them that. They actually show us what life could look like if we didn't follow Earth's basic biology. Now, if that's not screaming extraterrestrial origins, I don't know what is. I mean, we could take it a step further and talk about the dolphin. Now, what reason do y'all think it's illegal to communicate with them? These beings operate on a higher frequency, communicate through echolocation, and navigate them waters as if they have Google Maps for the universe. They interact with humans in a way that feels spiritual. But yeah, they kind of otherworldly too. What exactly is a USO, an unidentified submerged object? Y'all can keep thinking they just found this information out. I don't know if y'all know this or not. A lot of times when they talk about dolphins, they talk about how they're always alongside unidentified submerged objects, like they're drawn to the energy of the underwater crafts. I wonder why. If the dolphins are the messengers or even the allies for the alien, or they are the alien, or one
Almost.
species of alien. They're the species that bridges the gap between our world and theirs. While we talking about USOs, I know y'all remember them talking about that big object that was in the ocean. It's been moving and grooving down there for a few years now, which I thought it was a big old fish or submarine or what. I mean, that thing defies all logic, speed, size, and depth. Very supernatural, if you ask me. So in my opinion, heavy on the my opinion, it's the mothership, and they know it. I mean, they wasn't bombing the ocean for no reason. My bad. They was doing tests. They've either been trying to intimidate or contain what's down there. The thing is, they are no match for the advanced technology that these beings have. Those explosions were messages, and trust me, they wasn't sending no welcome card. Let's wrap this up. The water has always been a portal. Ocean has always been the final frontier. From the myths of Atlantis to the stories of the Leviathan, even the many stories about mermaids. As humans have been aware about other creatures for centuries. We knew they were beneath the surface. Don't get confused now because they saying aliens in the ocean. Ask yourself, what do they classify as aliens? Y'all gotta know they've been priming us for this moment for a minute now. All the movies, the mythologies, so-called alien disclosure. I'm gonna stick to what I've been telling y'all. This was strategic leading up to PBB. I'm not gonna say it, but y'all gonna have to read between the lines. And just get ready for the invasion. Guess who they gonna blame? Them same aliens they just briefed y'all about. We've only explored 5% of the ocean because their technology is not advanced enough. Remember that video about that man that discovered the ocean within the ocean? Then all of a sudden he came up, unalived. Bombings, the blue blood, the massive object moving underwater, it all start to make sense to you. Water isn't just a portal for life. It's the portal for the unknown and the unseen. Answers have been beneath our feet the whole time with the dolphins, the mermaids, octopuses. The real question is, what now? Why now? The only answer I can give y'all, keep your head on a swivel. Because they didn't tell us this for nothing at this exact time. Always a bigger picture at play. But again, these are just my thoughts. Make sure y'all get in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching. And it has the water.
Let's give her a round of applause. Because she did her thing on that one.
Made you aware that more of the star seeds are going to get visitations from these UFOs or these UAPs. I want you to check this out. A guy that sent me this earlier. See how it's moving? That's not a star. It's changing colors. Yeah, this is these ships are going to be approaching. These ships are going to actually be making themselves known to the star seeds now. All right, so stay aware. More rainbows, more portals are opening up. More UFOs are actually being seen, and they're coming to the star seeds for a reason. All right, we have a certain resonance and frequency that they vibrate with. All right, we are the white blood cells of the planet, and it's up to us to actually restore chaos and order, and to bring things back into its original state. All right, so this is why these beings are scouting the star seeds. You see that? We are living in a very interesting time right now, okay? And what you're witnessing is the phasing out of the old Earth and the transition of a new Earth, all right? Where we are stepping into activation of our 12-strand genetics. Continue to focus on activation of your cosmic light body. This entails detoxing the body of all parasitic organisms as well as toxic metals. Chlorophyll is what I highly recommend for removal of toxic metals. It's the best for detoxification because of...
I highly recommend that right there. I use that every rotation off the gun bus when I rise.
It contains a substance called mycelium, which wraps around unwanted materials and expels them from the blood. So chlorophyll acts as a natural expectorant. Now, this particular product is 7,000 milligrams. It's very potent, okay? And it also contains spirulina, chlorella, cilantro, as well as copper. Chelation therapy is the science of removal of toxic metals from the blood. I do have the chlorophyll available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension, link in bio. You also want to cleanse yourself of all parasitic organisms, okay? Wormwood, black walnut, and whole cloves are the best 3 components for removal of parasitic organisms from the body, okay? It not only kills parasites, but it also eradicates their eggs in the process. And then once you kill the parasites, you can utilize the chlorophyll at that point, and it would actually remove the deceased parasites while it removes the toxic metals simultaneously. All right, so that's what I highly recommend. Once you do that, it's going to be a lot easier to fast from all of the refined sugar and all of the bad food, the nefarious food that's typically pushed out to the populace. It'll be a lot easier to actually go through periods of time where you're not even worried about eating, okay? Because this is the point where we have to get back to, all right? In ancient times, a lot of us were breatharians. And a lot of these extraterrestrial beings that are visiting these planets don't eat as much as us, all right? We're very heavy and dense in this third dimension. And I'm going to be honest, food and the obesity is very prevalent due to the fact of the overeating, the epidemic of overeating. And it's primarily attributed to the parasitic organisms that people have in their gut. Remember, gut health equals brain health, all right? Your stomach is another brain, just like your heart is another brain. They both obtain neurons. And this is how the parasites travel. They have the ability of traveling via your neural network. So this is why it's important that you're actually fasting, you're cleansing yourself. That way you have a better connection with higher ethereal beings. I personally feel like the food as well as the parasitic organisms is what sever our telepathic abilities. In ancient times, we didn't even have to talk to communicate. We had the ability of sending a thought pattern to the next person. Just sending a thought right in their head and they can send a thought in our mind. We had the ability of communicating telepathically. All right. So this is the point where we now have to get back to gearing ourselves up to get back to that point. So we have to cleanse ourselves. We have to purge ourselves of all nefarious toxins. Made you aware that characters like Professor Xavier, all right, characters like Magneto, characters like the Incredible Hulk, characters like anyone you can imagine in fiction were actually predicated on real abilities and skills that our ancestors honed. The heavier and more dense we become, the less we have the ability of doing things like this, all right? So my objective is to get us back to this, all right? And that's primarily what we have to do. And the way we're going to get there is by cleansing ourselves, fully purging ourselves. Utilization of the proper herbs and plant medicines will get us back to this point. It's the Ethereal energy that Dr. York made mention of in the Holy Tablets, all right? He was ahead of his time. I stated that in several videos. And this is actually what we're going to envelop once our 12-strand genetics is activated. It's going to activate our cosmic gold light body. I also recommend herbs like Haritaki for decalcifying the pineal gland. It's also phenomenal for eradication of bad microbiome in the gut. Lion's mane mushroom is also phenomenal for regeneration of damaged brain cells, as well as decalcifying and activating the pineal gland. Lion's mane, aka Hericium erinaceus, is from the tooth fungus group, okay? This is a phenomenal fungi, all right? It's known as the limitless pill, the organic limitless pill, basically. Lion's mane has been typically prescribed for patients with dementia as well as Alzheimer's. I do have the lion's mane available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension, link in bio. Now, a lot of you star seeds may be receiving visitation, okay? Sometimes it happens different ways. Some of you may see UFOs. Some people may get visitation in the astral plane or in a lucid dream, okay? So just keep your eyes peeled for the different changes that you're going to notice. For all high-quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual elevation, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to ascension. Let's really discuss the deeper meaning behind why love prevails over all, all right? I'm going to really unpack some things today, so just really take a seat and listen to this. Now, what you see right here in this picture depiction is referred to as the archons, all right? The Gnostics believe that these are entities that actually persuade our thought patterns, all right? Now, we only see 1% of the light photon spectrum. So there is entities that are consistently around us that we have no ability of seeing within our visual spectrum. These entities thrive on fear, anxiety, anger, grief, sadness, all your low frequency vibrations. These entities actually consume it as sustenance. It's actually their food. There's an extraterrestrial faction referred to as the Hidden Hand, okay? They are descendants from Enlil. Some may refer to them as the Eternals. They don't die, all right? They live for centuries and centuries, meaning that you can see one that's 500 years old and it appears to not have aged in this third dimensional construct. Someone say, oh, why they don't age? The reason why they don't age is because they consume fear, guilt, grief, anxiety. So they're consistently maintaining sustenance on this planet. And that's primarily why we're in a level zero civilization. Why our civilization hasn't prospered to even a level 1 civilization yet. We're very primitive on this planet. This is why they promote separation. This is why we're separated by race, sex, financial status. We're separated by so many different things, and they want to keep us separated. They don't want us to unify. They actually want love to be the last thing that we actually go towards. They want that to be the last thing they go towards, because unfortunately any form of guilt, grief, anxiety, stress, or strife gives them sustenance, okay? They thrive and eat off of that. So you have to remember, these hidden factions, these secret organizations, these Luciferian societies, they don't want you to promote love. They can't exist in a planet that vibrates on a certain frequency. Once the frequency gets too high for them, they have to leave. They have to leave, unfortunately. So what you have to do is we have to raise the frequency of the planet, and that's why love is the highest frequency, okay? Remember, again, we only see 1% of the light photon spectrum. A lot of times when you aggravated, somebody stressing you out, it could be an archon right there, saying, yeah, do this, do that, saying little things that telepathically you pick up, and you may deny it because our higher mind knows that these things exist, but our ego-based mind, our ego-driven mind is stuck in this third-dimensional construct, is unaware, and plus a victim of indoctrination. So we tend to fall to the loops of these archons, and they also been here for centuries, so they studied the humans and they exactly know how we work. So we have to really operate in love in order to defeat these malevolent beings.
That was good right there. That was real good. Haven. Stand to the presentation. Midnight run, y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up, man. I really hope you enjoy it. I hope you're in a wonderful, magnificent mood. All of that good stuff. I'm restless. I just want to lay down. You feel me? I don't know. I don't even know if I want to eat. I might skip out on that. You feel me? My body telling me to eat, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. But however, I hope you enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? If you've been here from the beginning, I sent you divine abundance, balance, harmony, love, prosperity, strength, unity, including authenticity. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Haven. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we go up. Anyone and everyone who has ever sown a seed with me, it will be returned 100-fold as the most high to you, as divine vessel to divinely support yours truly. Because all about divine support. I just want to say, grace, gratitude, and thanks, peace, and prosperity to you and yours. Never goes unnoticed. It really does help the channel, the foundation, and my well-being. If you would like to do the same, links are in the description. Or you can check the about tab on the channel. Hey, yo, listen. We got this event on December 1st, man. You're not obligated, but feel free to donate. Love and unity. Safe travel in the astrals. I'm up out of here, Haven.
I'm out of space, I'm flowing, so no slowing down, let's speed it, taking off, I'm taking off, buckle up, D2, intergalactic flow, a different one, the light year just to come catch on, just